Alright, what up guys? It has been a hot minute since I've made a build guide video. I don't really know how this fares to other people's rapid fire builds, or even just the one on Maxroll, because this is just one I've been messing with myself. But I've got nothing else to do, so I figured today I'll put a build guide video. This build has cleared pit level 100, and it can solo the Tormented bosses pretty easily. There's a couple pieces of gear that I don't particularly have. I mostly play solo. I haven't done a whole lot of trading this season. But we'll get to that part when we get there, but let's get into it. We're going to start off with the equipment. All right, so equipment-wise, of course, we have a Shaco on. Damage reduction is really hard to find in Season 4, especially as a rogue, which is why pretty much all of our builds are really squishy. But, yep, we got Shaco here. Chest-wise, we have pretty standard stuff. Max life, resistance to all elements, plus the Dark Shroud, total armor, and up to chance to freeze is what I use on mine. I haven't got Masterwork all the way up on this, and we run Umbrus on this for the damage reduction when we get Dark Shrouds. Over to the gloves, I have Rapid Fire, Critical Strike Chance, and Critical Strike Damage. I didn't go super attack speed on this like a lot of other builds do. I'd rather be able to hit hard shots than hit a bunch of shots. That's just how I personally run this. And then we have on the Tempering Chance to Daze and more Critical Strike Damage. And then we put Concussive Strikes on here. I have Enshrouding on the pants because I don't really see. I did look at a couple of builds. Like I said in the beginning of this, I didn't really look at other people's builds. For the most part, I haven't. But I mean, I've taken like a couple of peeks right here and there, and I haven't really seen anybody running Enshrouding. But it's pretty much just to get that extra 4% damage reduction for each Dark Shroud. So that would give us what? We have 5 total, so 20%. 20% extra damage reduction, which is pretty gnarly. Total armor, chance to slow, resist to all elements, max life, and dexterity. Going over to the boots here, we got frostbitten on them, and then we have dexterity, movement speed, armor, chance to stun, and more movement speed on the tempering. On the bow, we got dexterity, max life, critical strike damage. You might be able to get away with vulnerable. I don't know if they've fixed vulnerable yet on rapid fire, but if they have, then that might be better than max life. But for now, I'd run max life. And then we have, of course, chance for rapid fire to fire twice, and then critical strike damage. Let's see, over here to the, both the blades are going to be the same. Dexterity, max life, critical strike damage, rapid fire, critical strike damage, so the same thing as the bow. Then, of course, we have Scoundrel's Kiss. Then Retribution on the, oh, we didn't go through the, got Edge Masters, Expectant, and Rapid. And then we have Retribution on the ring. Dexterity, attack speed, critical strike damage, Cold Imbue, lasts for +2 cast. Unfortunately, I didn't get +3 on my ring, but whatever. And then or +1. So it would have been +1 or +2, and I got +1 on it. But anyway, and then critical strike damage. And lastly, we have elements on the amulet, and then we have damage, attack speed, weapon mastery, golden imbue, and critical strike damage. Technically, I do believe that having plus frigid finesse would probably be better than damage on the amulet, but I haven't been able to get one. And the ones, I take that back. I've gotten a couple, but then they don't temper correctly. I've probably spent over 1 billion gold trying to buy some. That's been the only thing I've bought from other people. I've been trying to buy amulets, but it's just not worked out for me. But damage isn't absolutely horrible either. At least it does something to bosses. So, and then of course, specialization wise, we run combo points. Go over to the skill tree. We got 1 into Heartseeker down to primary Heartseeker. You could get away with literally any of these 3 here, but I just prefer to use Heartseeker. Mostly because whenever I'm doing like Hell Tides, I can still pretty much just one-shot things with my basic. So I can, and since it like heat seeks, I can just stand there in the middle of the Hell Tide and just let it rip, and it'll still kill really quickly. And then whenever I do like pit pushes and stuff, then obviously I don't do that. I use my rapid fire because the build's a rapid fire build. Then we have all of our points we can into rapid fire down into advanced rapid fire. 3 into sturdy because damage reduction. Come down here, we have 1 into shadow step, which we could honestly take out. That has been there since before I had a Shaco, but I just keep it there for now, but it probably could afford to be moved. Then we have 3 into weapon mastery, 1 into dash, and then down to enhanced dash, 1 into rapid gambits, trick attacks, and then 3 into concussive. And then we have agile, 3 into agile. Even though I didn't do dodge chance on much else, we do use a lot of cooldowns. So getting that 12% increase is nice. I just rather put armor on my boots than my pants. That's just how I kind of felt about it. And then we have as much as we can into Dark Shroud up to countering Dark Shroud. 3 into exploit, 3 into malice. We have 1 into cold imbuement down to mixed cold imbuement with 3 into frigid finesse. We have 3 into innervation. Yeah, innervation. I used to have some into alchemist fortune, but I don't really feel like 5% increased lucky chance additive is worth a skill point, to be honest. 1 into adrenaline rush just to get down to haste and impetus, and then we have precision. I have a couple of ideas for the Paragon board that I want to change, but for now this is the one I got going on. It's pretty decent as well. We have Canny in the starter board. We have efficacy, obviously, and no witness, because there's really no other place to put that or better place to put that. Then we have Ranger and Tricks of the Trade, Exploit and Cunning Stratagem, Exploit Weakness and Combat, and then lastly we have Control into Eldritch Bounty. And that is it, guys. This has not been my best build video, but we're just kind of getting back in the saddle with these. We're going to work on the build a little bit probably and then update it here later. But for right now, this one, it cleared pit 100 and it kills the tormented bosses, so I'm cool with it. I've been playing hardcore, so yeah, that's been taking a lot of my time trying to go around and get all the altars and renown and all that shit again. But anybody who stuck through the video, I appreciate you. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, all that generic YouTube stuff, and I will see you guys in the next one.